Greetings. Once again, the so-called professionals who filmed this garbage could not aim their cameras, resulting in an entire hour of looking at virtually nothing.
And that's an hour after editing. Imagine 3 hours of long pauses and people saying, while staring at the edge of a poorly rendered map.
Yes. Fortunately, we caught the error in post-production. Unfortunately, we don't have the budget to refilm the entire thing.
True. And most of the actors have moved on to other projects anyway.
So instead, we have decided to show you something much better to look at. Blouse Caverns.
Yes, it's the gateway for those who are trying to get away.
Fit for all your needs, be it romance, adventure, or just plain hiding out.
Blouse Caverns, your home so far away from home that you will have no choice but to make it your only home.
This particular video was shot at the last second for about 3 gold pieces, so it's not very long, but that's okay. A little bit of Blouse Caverns is still better than an hour of basically nothing.
So enjoy this episode to the extent you are able, then come to the true enjoyment at Blouse Caverns.
Rage.
Alright.
Going to summon Lucy's going to summon all of her bravery and just bulge out her muscles and look as fearsome as possible. She's going to take her great axe and swing into the spider.
That hits.
And then she's going to turn around and run back to the group.
Since you're running from it, it gets an attack of opportunity. It crits. So you take 4 piercing damage. Oops.
Reduced to half, right?
Reduced to half. And then Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Not that you needed it.
Poison damage on a fail save or half as much damage on a success. So 5 poison damage.
Okay. And then I'm gonna run as fast as I can backwards.
And then everyone can finish it.
Well, Lady V is rather focused.
Alright, so
I guess we are.
natural 20 on the initiative means you get to decide when in the initiative order you want to roll. Or you want to go.
I'll take right before the bad guy, because then at least able to do something before the attacks.
So you're all sitting there waiting with bated breath, and you hear the sounds of yelling and combat, and then Lucy suddenly comes booking up the pathway. Put yourself where you want to go.
I'll be like right here.
So Lucy comes booking up. You notice she's bleeding from a gash right on.
And she looks
eye.
real pissed.
And she looks crazy pissed. Lady V's turn.
Oh, dang, the spider rolled that high?
It did.
Holy shit! Okay, so currently where is the spider right now? Is it still behind Lucy?
It's down the hallway still.
Well, unfortunately, where she's located right now, there's really not much you can do at that distance, except basically one type of spell. So Lady V's going to kind of step out of the shadows and behind this rock and just kind of loom a little bit towards Maria. And she's going to just look at her hands and be like, hopefully this works again. I don't know. Let us hope I don't fuck this up. And what she's going to do is make the motions with her hands and cast Chaos Bolt in the direction of the spider.
Alright, let me look at Chaos Bolt really quick, because it's not like you can't see the spider, and there's kind of a wall in the way. So unless Chaos Bolt is something that can kind of follow the path to your target.
You can always hold the action too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If this doesn't work.
If it requires me to actually see the target, then yeah, I'll take the hold.
Let's have a look here. You know what? It does not say one creature you can see. It says one creature in range. So
Oh god,
you
okay.
can use it. You're gonna cast Chaos Bolt blindly into the tunnel.
Acid or fire? Which one would be really good?
Against the spider, I guess fire.
What does your heart tell you?
Acid.
14 just hits. You concentrate, and this bizarre, warbling mass of color and light just shoots out and goes down the hallway. Somehow it follows the path. It goes down and disappears. And then there's sort of a flash, and you hear a sizzling. And then you hear sort of a... You feel like perhaps you hit something.
Yeah, Lady V's just gonna be like kind of in awe for a second, like, I think I hit it! I think I hit it!
And then...
I don't think I could do that again!
And then out of the tunnel comes... Well, you can't really tell from an arachnid what their expression is, yet it looks mad anyway. And you can see that the sort of hairy limbs on its giant legs is kind of blackened, and there's a gaping hole in the leg right where it meets the torso, and green ooze is dribbling out. And on the front you can see a gash that looks like maybe somebody with a battle axe may have slammed into it. It comes running up the hill, and it shoots a bunch of web at Lucy. It's a 17 to hit. That misses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this white goo shoots out. Even though normally it comes from the back, it kind of bends over, and web shoots out, but splashes on the wall beside you. You're able to step aside. And then it is not the goblin's turn. They're all dead. And it will be Maria's turn.
So Maria's suddenly seeing this thing emerge and frantically is we're trying to think of what to do, and immediately regrets sulking back into the cave and not practicing magic. She's gonna light a fire underneath the creature's ass.
So you're doing bonfire, I take it?
Yep.
Alright. So you practice this out there, or up in the room, and you're feeling much more confident. This time you feel the energy come through, you feel it coming out, and this time you direct it carefully, and the flames shoot out. That's kind of the ball that floats down, and then boom, there's a bonfire right underneath the spider.
Hey, take that, pendejo!
It says and scuttles, and it does not seem at this time to have taken any damage because it rolled an 18.
Motherfucker.
Anything else?
No, just, angry Spanish.
Jim. And or Elric.
I don't know. I think angry Spanish is a weapon because I've heard plenty of, Mexican mamas using language at their children when they're upset with them. Seems like a weapon.
Well, maybe she'll double class in a bard, and she can use that as her vicious mockery. 14 just hit.
Jim will pop around the corner, cast a quick ray of frost.
Alright, so you pop around the corner, and you point, and you remember it from the book, and it's just right there, the words and the motions just right there in your head. Your hand momentarily feels really cold, and then this spray of, or burst of icy chill shoots out and hits the spider. And apparently this is animal handling for some reason.
Sorry, I clicked things.
A little too late to try and animal handle the spider. That does a bit of damage, and until my next turn, its movement speed is reduced by 10.
Yep. So you can
Holy
see
shit.
kind of hits it in one of its eyes, and you can kind of see it's like glinting frost there. So it doesn't look like it hurt it too badly, but it does look taken aback. If a spider can look taken aback. Terps. Unless you want to do something else then, sorry.
Nope, I'll stay right here.
Alright, as a centaur, her movement speed is 40, right?
I believe that is correct.
Alright, so let's see. She's going to back up a few paces first. Each one of these hexagons is 5 feet, right?
Yes. 40 feet is also correct.
Then you're going to see her paw the ground again with one of her front hooves, and then she's going to literally charge with the quarterstaff.
Like a lance?
Yeah,
She's
pretty
gonna
much.
swing it.
No, she's going to charge it like a lance, so it's the same thing as a bludgeoning attack, I guess.
I love it. A melee
Well, so it's
bard.
hit it with a melee. Oh, yeah, she's got to get out of that whole hunter-gatherer
Yep.
mode.
Go ahead and attack.
19.
That hits. And
Right, which means she does damage twice. Is that what it works?
Pew pew.
Yeah, if you move at least 20 feet toward a target, then hit it with the melee weapon attack on the same turn, roll if it's damaged twice.
okay, so roll damage and then roll damage again. So you take a few steps back, you hold the long staff out in front of you, you gallop forward, and the staff slams into the spider, actually pushing it back and shoves into one of its eyes. You can just hear the as it pierces through the eye into the skull.
So,
Somehow that doesn't kill it. But it's looking a little banged up. Anything else?
she'll yell at something like as a distractor, so if it's focused on Lucy, hopefully it'll focus on her instead. Because Lucy's hurt. And here's what she does,
In fairness, Lucy still probably has more hit points than she does.
Probably so, but still. She's dumb, other than like,
How far are you doing
smacking
that?
the spider and going, hey!
With all the noise, there's renewed barking and howling coming from your right.
Yuna's going to cast Guiding Bolt. Alright, so Guiding Bolt rolls 15 to hit.
That hits. Good lord.
Okay. It what?
I said it hits, and then I said, good lord, because I saw the damage.
Yeah, 15 radiant damage.
So there's a bright flash of light, and it just shoots towards the spider. And it slams into it, and for a moment, its whole body is just lit up. Like it was, well, not like a lightning bolt, because it's a more brighter and softer sort of light.
Hit by a beam of sunlight.
Which sounds comforting. The spider does not look like it's doing well at all.
Rain is hiding currently and can't really see the spider. I could, okay, so I moved, I can now see it. I guess I can also, as long as I use my crossbow, I rolled a thing.
That hits.
For maximum damage. Wow.
So, you step out from the wall and peer between the centaur, the giant centaur, and the almost as giant half-orc. And you see the spider there, and your furry hands move almost of their own volition, just grabbing this crossbow. You just lift it up, and the bolt just shoots out, goes right through the mandibles of the spider, and it goes, and it shudders, and then it collapses.
Did you just kill it?
I'm good at that.
Wait, did you actually get it down?
Lucy's gonna swing at it with her great axe for good measure to make sure it's properly
Double tap.
dead.
Strength check.
Strength check.
Mhm.
Okay. I have advantage because I'm raging.
Mhm.
14.
Where are you aiming?
Just
Just kind of-
wildly, so just whatever's right in front of me.
So you just reach out with your axe and you just swing, and it cracks right through its leg, and the leg just falls off, and a bunch of green goo just, and then it sizzles in the fire, and it smells delicious. And by delicious, I mean, well, to you, delicious.
Right. I think it's dead. It certainly seems dead.
You hit it in the face, just so we're sure.
Yeah, sure. Hit it in the face.
Terps will stomp. Yeah, she'll stomp on it with her hooves.
So then the axe cleaves into the skull while the hooves smash the chitin right behind it, and soon the front of the spider is just a bloody pulp on the ground.
Yeah, I'd say it's dead.
Oh, this is disgusting.
But at least it can't hurt us anymore. Well done, everyone.
Does
Surprise!
it look edible?
Nature check. It looks not edible to you in your current form. It does look edible. Or like, it could be possibly, parts of it could be cooked. Well, I don't know, how familiar is she with shellfish?
So I'd say they're pretty conversant because ancient cavemen were eating like crabs and mussels and that kind of stuff that they've got along the
In
shorelines.
that case, yes, it looks like a giant crab, and it feels like you could cook it the same way.
Oh, good. She'll start like ripping the legs and stuff off to get to the meat.
Damn, girl.
Oh,
Terps, what you doing there?
It's food.
Oh no, I refuse to eat a spider.
no.
Yeah, you can have it.
You know what? Let's come back for it. We still got to rescue the mayor.
Maria's kind of looking at it. She's like,
crab
no.
It's like crab meat.
Yeah, she got a point. It looks like,
It's a bloody spider. Do you honestly think it's a crab?
no, but it looks like the meat, I've been to sushi before. I've seen one that's like.
What kind of sushi places are you going to that this, in any way, shape, or form, reminds you of the experience?
With crab legs.
There's no, those aren't.
Terps will shrug and just pull some off and stuff them in her packs.
Kind of hard to believe. We were so terrified of this thing not 5 minutes ago. Now we're deciding what seasoning it goes with.
Oh, if I had a gag reflex.
So you step into the next cave, and it's just floor-to-ceiling webs except for the yawning chasm on the right.
We probably shouldn't walk these webs. Everybody stand back for a minute. Let me burn them off.
Yeah, good idea.
Once everyone's sort of backed off a little bit, Elric, Jim will just start throwing up the fire bolts, just trying to get every little patch of web he can.
Fireman.
The back was by, and there was this sort of voice kind of reminding him about an earlier discussion about smoking it out and oxygen supply or something, but no, he has a chance to set things on fire, so he's doing that.
So there's 42 of them, so 42 individual attacks. Just kidding.
It's a cantrip, I can do it that many times.
So soon the air is full of acrid smoke that kind of lingers. There's a breeze coming up from the yawning chasm on the right, so fortunately the smoke is kind of pushed up and away. It's not just clinging to the area. So it's up on the vaulted ceiling, like a fog or a high cloud.
Okay, let's look for this mayor, Bendejo.
Sonia, right on broadleaves. I'm not sure which name you've picked yet. Do you want to scout ahead for us?
I could.
Could you please scout ahead for us?
Should I reroll for stealth?
Yep. And then a roll for perception. So you pick your way through what's left of the cobwebs and slide along the wall. You can see that the tunnel begins to open up a little. You can clearly see movement. A couple of figures.
Got some of our gobbles, probably.
Not surprising.
Do you want me to talk to him again?
No, we did just kill a giant spider. We probably have a certain amount of cred with them. We probably could parlay that into getting their cooperation. I think talking to them is a good idea.
Rain rolls her eyes. It's like, if you want to waste your breath, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you know how to speak Goblin?
No, I know how to speak murder.
Well, let's save that for another day then, shall we?
We'll try
Oh my
talking to
God,
him
he's so
first. If
bad.
talking doesn't work, then we'll use murder. In fact, that's just going to be our plan going forward.
Terps will pull out one of the giant spider legs that she ripped off the corpse and hand it out to Lady V. Here, show that we killed it.
Oh, that's so disturbing. Why? Sure, yes, let's take a corpse with us. It's brilliant!
Not a whole corpse, just part of one.
We are not going to go
tasty
into
bit.
specifics. Lady V will take it. So yeah, Lady V is going to then venture forward here. Before she calls out, she's going to turn and look to the group and say, what should I say first?
I don't know, we come in peace.
Behold, for we have slain thy giant spider enemy. Also, everybody else take up defensive positions in case this doesn't go well.
Well, we don't know if it's their enemy. Maybe just start by saying we're friends.
That sounds good.
Okay. And before she speaks, she's also going to put the spider leg behind her back, ever so carefully, so that's not the first thing they see. And she's going to call up into the tunnel. Goblins! We see you! Please, we do not come in to fight.
Now you hear whispering and scuttling and the figures that you could see dart off to the side so you can no longer see them.
Okay, it's okay. Right there. Good. And then Lady V's gonna just straighten up in her spot. She's not gonna move forward, but she's gonna call out again. We are not here to fight, we are here for a man. Please, one of you step forward. If not, we can proceed with danger. Did that sound good? I don't know if that sounded good.
I can't understand what you're saying, so I'm going to say yes.
Do an intimidation check. You hear sort of a rattling of metal, and sort of if a silence can be tense, then that's what it sounds like or feels like.
One last time. She's starting to look a little concerned. But she'll call out again. If we killed a beast out here, I assumed it was eating your own. We have its corpse. We can show you. Bid honor unto your chief.
Dead silence.
Great. So now they're probably getting reinforcements.
Or maybe they're just running scared. Lucy, do you still have that armor?
Yeah, it'll last for 8 hours.
Yes.
Alright, let me help you out a bit. And she's gonna cast Healing Word. Heal for 7 HP.
That will actually exactly put her back to where she was.
Nicely done.
Are you asking me to move forward? Is that what you're asking?
I believe now is the time in which we proceed with danger.
I think
Right.
we still need to find the mayor, so yeah, we should keep going.
If you don't mind, I'll stay right behind Lucy and do what I can to translate.
So you step out. There's a fire in the middle of the room. Looks like an ordinary campfire. And several goblins are standing poised behind it, weapons ready. A larger one stands on a rock at the far end of the room. And you can see a figure huddled near the edge, tied up and looking from where you're standing, not moving much. And the larger one at the end shouts out, "Stop, or we'll release the wolves. You threaten us. Try to scare us by telling you how we defeated the spider. It won't work here."
Is that being said in common?
Very rough common.
Can I sneak up behind the one talking and stab it to death?
You can do a stealth check and try.
Lady V, in the meantime, is just gonna hold up the giant spider leg behind Lucy. It's not a threat.
I'm about to say, Terps will hold up a leg. We can exchange these.
We only killed it because it was a danger to us. We're just here to rescue someone.
Also, you can't really release the hounds on us. We made friends with them earlier. They really enjoy jerky.
All right, so I'm sneaking.
Let's just keep talking. You help her keep the guy distracted.
All right, show where you're moving.
All right, hold on. I want to stick to the edge because fire. Is the one in front the one
right there? So as you're moving, he moves over to here and grabs the figure and lifts him up by his hair. He rolled a natural 20 on his perception. And
Oh, it was worth a shot.
Oh,
I will
fuck.
drop him over the edge, and you see there's just a cliff edge right there.
No.
And the
Please?
goblin closest to you, who didn't actually notice you, does now, Rain, and turns towards you, and is nervously holding up his scimitar, but looks like he's ready to attack.
Well, she'll stop moving because she doesn't want to actually endanger the mayor.
Would you be willing to do an exchange?
There's something you can do for me. You do it for me, you can have this human.
What's
What
that?
would that be?
He looks slyly at the other goblins, and back at you, and back at the goblins, and he says, I should be the one leading this pack. You go kill Clark, and I'll let you have the human.
Yo, who's Clark?
Obviously, he's the one who's leading right now, but he shouldn't be.
Where would we find him?
Straight down that hall, and he points to his right, forward and to his right. There's a tunnel that leads away off to all of your lefts. You can just see the beginning of it.
Lady V will kind of step further into the cave and immediately go, and how, if we try to kill this person, what do we have in return to know that you're not going to kill that man while we're doing this?
I give no assurances. I either throw him over the cliff now, or you do this for me, and then you just have to trust that he'll still be here.
Or we can kill you now. You throw him over the cliff. Either way, we kill you. So you're not going to throw him off the cliff because if you do, you're dead. And she'll smile at him.
I would suggest not saying that right now when he's having the man hanging over a ledge,
Persuasion.
because he could actually drop him.
16.
He looks unsure.
She'll take the spider leg and kind of toss it to where he is. We made short work of that pretty quickly.
I knew it was a threat. He grabs the man and drags him a little closer to the edge.
Hold on.
Go kill Clark, and you can have this worthless human.
Elric will move a little closer to the front. Now, hold on, buddy. Now, first off, what's your name here?
Does it matter?
Yeah, because we're two people. We're talking. I'm Jim, possibly Elric. Let's
You're
go
an
with Jim.
elf.
Is that what I'm called? We're still trying to sort that out for ourselves.
Elves have never got along with the goblins. I don't trust you.
What's
So, hoity-toity. Oh, I'm an elf. Look at me with my pointed ears. Oh, we're so much better than everybody else. Look how pretty we are.
Look, I understand you may have had prior experiences with other elves, but have you ever had a negative prior experience with me in particular?
That's a dangerous question to ask, all considering.
How would I know? All you elves look the same.
Racist.
And I could say the same thing about goblins, but I'm trying to make an effort to reach out here to you, man. Elric takes another step closer. I mean, look, we're all here. Everybody come on out. Let's make sure he can see all of us. Elric sort of looks over his shoulder, sort of winks, and tries to sort of point to people, like where to stand, so that way when the fight breaks out, we have a counterforce.
Maria will slither up a little ways.
Lady V kind of towards Rain and just kind of gives a motion, like a little stabbing motion.
You can see us all here, right? And we're trying to talk to you. We want to end this peacefully. If you're willing to drag the mayor away from the cliff, that way we know he's safe, we can discuss killing what's-his-name, alright? But you gotta give us that sign of good faith. Elric takes another step closer.
Persuasion check. He pushes the man a little closer to the edge, and his eyes are getting a little wild, and he says, look, this is very easy. Kill Clark, get the human. Take one more step, he goes over.
Pull him away from the cliff, we'll go get Clark. But
No, You
Yes,
go
that's
get
fine.
Clark, or he goes over the cliff.
If we go get Clark, then again, how do we know you're not going to drop him?
Why would I need to drop him?
Call Clark here so we can kill him in front of you.
He is the leader. He's not going to listen to me. He's down that hallway. Just go kill him. Then you can have your stupid human.
You seem smarter than the others we've seen so far.
I agree, yes.
Why do you want this Clark dead anyway? What's your problem with him?
He's really big and mean, and I can't kill him. So I need you to kill him.
But aren't there more of you than there are of him? Couldn't you just all gather together and, I don't know, maybe try to do an overthrow?
Yeah, there's like 8 of you here. These guys seem to be loyal to you. I mean, wouldn't killing him yourself submit your position as leader?
Rest assured that you are a really good leader because you're able to command several of your own fellows to be able to do this.
Idea how Goblin society works. These people will the goblins will turn on me just as quickly.
If you're turning against your boss?
But if we kill Clark on your order so that you can take over, why wouldn't they turn on you anyway?
Wouldn't killing Clark then show that you are a more superior goblin, and also someone to be terrified of, if so they can never try to overthrow you?
Let's just go
or he's
kill
over
the
the
other
edge.
goblin.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Let's go kill Clog. Lucy will start walking in the direction that was designated. I don't remember out of character where Clark was said to be.
Just the other hallway there to your left.
And we'll look over the group. Sort of seeing his eyes, he's like, I could reach the mayor and grab him. Do you guys want to fight our way out or fight Clark? How are people
Don't
feeling?
try it.
Could
Merc is
I
sitting there, posed on the ground.
could I roll a quick stealth check to see if I can move stealthily?
Of course.
Alright, cool. Stepped on a rock.
You kick a rock with a big clang, and it goes over the edge, and somehow with the echoing and things, it sounds very similar to Moria.
Sonia gives you a look.
I was just checking. I wasn't going to try to make a move.
Alright. We'll do your favor. But if that man is harmed, we'll come after you. And you saw what we did to the giant spider. We weren't upset with the giant spider.
Rain will grin at the goblin that she was close to and then start scooting another way.
Once they're out of earshot, Jim's going to whisper to the group, yeah, they're totally planning on ambushing us when we leave, so let's be ready for that.
Lucy will say, let's just walk away. That way they get him away from the edge.
Or, as soon as we're farther away, someone who can throw an arrow can hit the man.
Could hit it with a certain spell, but I don't know if I'd kill it in one shot.
For all we know, he's harder to kill than the spider. Can any of us guarantee that we could get him away from the mayor before he does anything?
I doubt it.
I have the horse spirit speed. I can be on there. I can run to him and grab the mayor. I don't think he's stronger than me. Maybe he is. I don't know.
But could you do it before he could so much as tip the mayor over the edge?
I don't know. The horse is pretty fast.
Okay, here's an idea. We could negotiate with these people. What if we negotiated with the person we're trying to kill? I mean, maybe he'll be more reasonable. He is the leader, after all. You know, he might have some more interpersonal skills.
Well, that's true. We are not goblins.
But he's also not the one currently in possession of the human, therefore I don't really think much of his negotiating skills right now.
We also don't know why they are holding on to the mayor right now, so if we try to tell him we need the mayor, then he could actually kill us. And then, again, we would have no mayor.
So you're your scout ahead? With your 10 stealth?
Yes, well.
You find as you sneak through the tunnel that you're distracted by the noise behind you and aren't as sneaky as you thought you'd be. You come out to the other side, and several goblins are turned and looking at you.
Do the cat thing. Pretend like you meant to be there. Sit down and start licking your paw.
Behind them, you can see something that looks sort of like a goblin, but it's much, much larger and much, much crueler looking. It's flanked by 2 wolves. Something in your brain says something about bears or something, but you can't quite place it. The large thing growls and says, "Dinner!" And the goblins start running towards you.
Rain yelps and runs back towards the others. Incoming!
So suddenly Sonya pops out from the tunnel. Guess we can just roll initiative.
I don't think it's a goblin.
I'm just so happy that all of my good ones are now gone.
To be fair, we have essentially set up a perfect murder funnel right here.
That was a lot of Midland numbers, except for Maria. One of the goblins comes running through, and he was chasing Sonya, so he swings at Sonya. 17?
17 hits, yes.
Alright. So he runs through the tunnel going, "Aah!" and swings with his scimitar, and it slices into you, with causing you 5 damage. A cut right
Rain
through the
yells.
front of your shoulder.
Because that hurt a lot.
And then another one comes up, but he's a little too far away. So he runs as far forward as he can, but that means he can't actually attack. So he runs at Maria, and you can just see this little green thing with just wide red eyes waving the scimitar, just going, "Ah!" Speaking of which, it's now Maria's turn.
Maria's gonna yelp and do poison spray.
So the goblin comes running up at you. Put your hands up sort of defensively, and this puff of noxious gas just shoots out. Poof! But the goblin is short, and you kind of aimed a little high, and it went over his head. This next goblin runs forward. They all rolled better than you guys. And shoots at the orc. But he's was not expecting to see this great large amount of creatures, so his aim is way off. It ricochets off the top of the tunnel and just clatters uselessly to the floor. Jim.
Elric will first look behind himself to make sure the other goblins aren't sneaking up behind him.
Perception check.
Damn it!
Can't tell.
Okay, well, I got it out of my system. Let's move on to the attack roll. I'll firebolt the one I'm targeted at, which is the one that hit Sonya.
So you've been looking at your book that's very comfortable with you. You just point your finger, the bolt of fire shoots out. Of course, you had all that practice with the webs, too. Slams into the goblin. It says, "Ah!" And like a stormtrooper just goes right over the edge.
Hey, Wilhelm screamed!
Anything else?
Nope. That'll be it.
Lucy?
Alrighty, Lucy will step up to that one and say, "I'm really tired of fighting stuff," and then hit it in the face with her great axe.
You swing, and it doesn't even feel like that powerful of a swing to you, just kind of a normal swing, and the goblin's head just pops off and hits off the top of the tunnel, then ricochets off the side of the wall of the tunnel, then down to the floor and clatters down. It's sort of like pinball. The body slumps to the ground, spewing blood all over you. And Maria.
Oh, that's gross.
The fuck?
Anything else?
For my bonus action, I'm going to grimace.
Noted.
And that's it.
Rain.
Alright, I should be able to stab that one.
So you run right back through the tunnel, and you just launch yourself at the goblin that had just a moment ago shot so ineffectually, and your dagger just gouges right into its eye, and it just goes, and then just slumps back. Terps. So you come out through the tunnel and see the fire, and just on the edge of it, you can see the large figure that looks sort of like the goblins, but much bigger and uglier, and 2 wolves, and of course a regular goblin in between you and them. I'm doing an intelligence check. That's enough for you
She's
to
not real smart.
remember it's something about a bug.
And that's the two halves of the clues, folks. Can you put together more?
I'm sneaky that way.
She's gonna kind of trot up and hold a hand down to Sonya and lift her up onto her back, I guess, and draw her bow.
Now, lifting Sonya will be your action.
Yep.
All right.
So Sonya, you're now riding the horsey.
Right in the horse.
Radio?
Yuna's turn.
Alright, so that's her full movement. And alright, the goblin that's directly south of her, and then the things that are even further to the south, what are they currently doing?
Well, it's not their turn yet, but they look very unhappy to see you. The goblin is currently, rushing towards you. The figures at the far end are looking very aggressive as well. Speaking of which, intelligence check. You recognize a bugbear when you see one.
Do I know anything about bugbears?
They're very ill-tempered and strong. Often found ordering goblins around.
Alright, she's gonna cast Sacred Flame on the goblin nearest to her.
All right.
So, oh god, 1 DC 14.
White spear shoots out again, but this time the goblin. He rolled a natural 20 on his save, so.
Oh. Alright, well, that's it for Yuna's turn.
So the golden flame descends on the creature. But the goblin, from some luck or prescience or something, is able to roll away from it. And it hits the floor. And one of the wolves starts bounding forward. Comes right up to Yuna. That's all the movement, so can't do anything else. Lady V.
So from where she's positioned right now, can she really see anything?
No, she can see the tunnel and hear things from the other side of the tunnel.
Okay, so what she will have to do in her accent is she'll have to move forward the 30 feet, which let me do that real quick. And let's see, can she see any of the goblins or wolves further inside now, or?
You can see the bugbear and the wolf all the way in the back by the fire, and a goblin halfway between them.
So what she's going to do, because of course using that action, because I had to move the 30 feet, she's immediately going to try to intimidate and just yell in kind of a loud booming voice. That's the best she can do. Stand down!
Alright, intimidation check.
Yeah, it doesn't come out as best as she does, but she'll manage with what she's got.
The goblin does look like he wavers a little bit. None of the other three seem interested.
Yeah, that's about as much as she can do right now.
The bugbear doesn't run, he just starts moving up. All cool, like sauntering forward. He barks some insults at the goblin, yells at the dogs, and then he takes his javelin and throws it at Yuna, who's right there in front. But he doesn't want to hit the wolf, so he misses really badly. It clatters off to the left and lands in the rocks. Then the next wolf runs forward. You're right there in front. And the goblin also shoots at the giant elephant in the room. Ha 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 ha. The goblin is distracted by the bugbears yelling at it, and its short bow shot doesn't come even close.
I'm doing my best.
Because if a 9 doesn't hit, then certainly an 8 doesn't either. Alright, he's dead. He's dead. Maria, your turn.
What the heck? I'll light a bonfire underneath the bad guy again.
Which one?
Just the one closest to me.
Okay. So once again, you lift out your finger and the burst of fire flows out underneath the wolf and it yelps and its fur starts catching on fire. What's the damage? Nice.
Maria makes a bit of a bleh sound like, oh god, burning dog hair.
The sweet relief of not being able to smell things.
Anything else?
Nope.
He's dead. Elric.
Okay, let's move up 30 feet. I'll take a firebolt shot at the goblin with the bow.
All right. The flame shoots forth and hits it right and square in the chest, and it grunts and kind of stumbles back.
His mind races. He tries to think of something cool to say. Stop, or I'll keep shooting.
He regains its balance, and he just... Anything else?
That'll be it.
Rain.
Alright, well, it looks like there's things to stab.
Yes, lots of things to stab. Stabby, stab, stab. Although you're on the back of a centaur right now.
That's true.
I'd stick with the range checks there, Rocket.
Well, okay, I guess I can just range attack from here, then.
Okay.
There's
That's
a
one,
wolfie
There's two wolfies.
at the closest wolfie.
They're both equidistant. One's on fire, the other one is not. Which one would you like to shoot at?
How about the one that's not on fire?
Alright. Alright, you throw back the bow, and you shoot, but from the odd angle on the back of the centaur, and trying to shoot around the elephant and things. The arrow just hits the rock beside it and skids away. I think it's only the second miss you guys have had tonight. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Terps?
She's gonna shoot the half bug, half bear thing.
Alright. That hits. So you draw back the bow and you easily shoot around the elephant because you're almost as tall as she is anyway. Arrow flies true and just right into the bugbear's chest. And now it looks angry. Anything else?
No.
Yuna.
And she's going to utter a harsh word in Celestial while she raised her shield with the holy symbol of Uktuk on it beginning to glow, and then a blast of pure light emits right from her body, striking both of the wolves. They have to make a DC 14 con save, and if they fail, they take 3 radiant damage.
Well, 5's not going to do it. 20 probably will. So the light bursts out. So to add insult to injury, this poor wolf that's already on fire, the light hits it and it yelps again, and it's looking really rough. Anything else?
That's it for her.
Alright, the other wolf takes a bite at you. 19, I assume, hits.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, and you need to do a strength save.
Oh, that's not good.
Alright.
3.
So the wolf pounces on you, and you stumble on some rock and you fall down, and he gets his teeth into your arm and just goes, and you take 5 points of damage, and you're knocked prone.
Ah, damn it! Get off!
Lady V?
She's going to kind of pull back on kind of her sheet that's covered of her cloak, and she's going to withdraw, basically. And she is going to book it the 30 feet before the bugbear, and she's going to take a swipe at him. Because it has a 5-foot reach.
Okay, so you're going to run up, well, not run up, you're going to go up to the bugbear and attack with your arm blade. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Alright. Kind of cut off there, so I wanted to make sure I understood. Alright, so you move forward and the blade shoots out of your arm.
No, you're good.
Shoots, but pops out of your arm. You take a swing. So you swing, and he catches the blade on his morning star, just blocks it. And he grins at you with these big, ugly, very dirty teeth, and his breath is, well, it's It's translated as really bad to your sensors.
What she's gonna do real quick while they're kind of locked in position, she's like, stand down. We're not here for you. We're here for someone else.
He says, "Ah!" and attacks with the Morning Star. I assume 21 hits?
Yeah.
So he disengages and then swings with the Morning Star, and it crashes right into your head and shoulders. And does 10 piercing damage.
We got 1 health, boys!
Reboot soon.
Hi, Windows needs an update.
How's everybody feeling?
Well, this wolf's not feeling good because the one that's on fire goes, "Oh!" and just whimpers and dies. It's the goblin's turn. He's going to turn and grab the rapier and attack Lady V.
I really hope you will still. Please roll low.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. I assume an 8 does not hit.
No, it does not. Thank God.
So the bugbear says, "Arr, attack this one." So he turns and swings, but it's a really careless swing and totally misses. And it is Maria's turn. The one nice thing, V, is that you don't actually feel pain. Your sensors tell you that you were hit, and there's all sorts of diagnostics screaming at you. But, at least it's not like pain.
All of a sudden, across your vision, you see, like, what was it in Resident Evil at the end when the bad guy was dying at the end when he got attacked by the other bad guy?
Well, Maria's gonna suddenly lunge forward, hissing, and cast Bonfire on the Gobbo.
So the goblin isn't paying attention to you at all. He's got his eyes focused all on Lady V. So he doesn't even notice when the fire suddenly springs up and he goes, "I smell something cooking!" Ah! And then just dies. And then Elric's turn. Oh, I guess we have a wolf too.
25 feet to move up. And then firebolt the wolf in the back.
So you're going to shoot a firebolt up the wolf's backside? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hopefully I can shoot it off of Yuna.
Reverse Taco Bell.
Oh, now will that roll?
Well, you skitter to a stop and your foot slides on some stone just as you shoot the bolt, and it slams into the wall. It makes a really pretty spark. Lucy's not here. Rain.
There's still a wolf. That isn't dead
There's
yet.
still a wolf. You are correct. Is bonfire concentration? No, I don't think it is. Yes, it is. So this other bonfire is gone. Are you shooting at the wolf?
Yes.
You've kind of got the hang of being on the back of the centaur and shooting around the elephant. You just draw back and let loose. And the arrow goes right into the heart of the wolf, and it yelps and then just collapses, blood splurting out of its mouth as its tongue lolls out. And the bugbear goes, "Fluffy!" And then it's, oh, do you have anything else you want to do?
No, that's it.
Then it's Terp's turn.
She's going to run, like, around Una and get to here because she's got so much movement. She's got 40.
Yep.
And pummel the bugbear with her front hooves. Sorry, Sonia, Rain, / whatever. You're going for a ride.
Sonya, dex check. Alright, you're able to stay on. Rear back and hit with your hooves, and they just kind of bounce off of his thick armor.
Well, it's because I have a scrambling cat on my back. Kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, you got some claws digging in. Anything else?
Yeah, no. What else she can do?
Alright, Yuna's turn.
She'll move here and use her action to pull Lady V away from the bugbear. She'll move back here and drag Lady V with her.
Alright.
Alright, that's it for her.
That's assuming Lady V is willing to go with you.
I really don't think she has much of an option on that, so
It's not
yeah.
like,
Run away,
it's
run
not like
away.
you're unconscious. You could say, no, I've got this or something if you wanted to.
Sparks are flying, everything, and she has a twitch. She's really not working well right now. So yes, it's going to be very willing.
Alright. Speaking of which, it's your turn.
Yeah, what she's going to do is kind of thank Yuna in a very glitchy voice, like it's every other word is like glitching and repeating, like a scratched record. And she's just going to kind of get out of Yuna's grip, and she's going to take another 10 feet to move back and get out of the way, and she's going to hold that. Or that's going to be her entire move.
Okay. Well, with you out of the way, the bugbear turns to Terpsichore and swings with that Morning Star. Does a 14 hit?
Nope. AC of 15.
Alright. So he swings at you, and it just grazes right past. You can feel the wind of it. Elric.
Alright. Over here for a clear line of sight. And do another firebolt.
This one skips off the shoulder armor of the bugbear and just flips off into space. Anything else?
He'll shout encouragement to his friends.
Rain?
Alright, we'll have her dismount
Dismount.
and stay.
Well, that was even worse.
Of course.
Almost getting off the centaur.
Well, it wasn't a 1, so you don't fall, but you slide down and try to swing with the dagger, but you land on a loose stone and it kind of makes your balance fall or slip a little bit. And you miss the swing at the prone bugbear. Now I keep wanting to say hobgoblin. Terps.
Terps will lash out with her hooves again.
Attack with the hooves. With advantage.
Okay, why? But okay. This is prone.
Because he's prone, yeah.
Okay, curb stomp and die.
Exactly. Thank God it's with advantage. Oh, jeez. So this is the thing out of the movies where somebody's on the ground and they swing down at him and he just rolls, and then you swing again and he rolls the other way and hits the ground on either side of his head. Anything else?
No.
Yuna.
Alright. She's gonna use a Sacred Flame on him.
Alright. So the light shoots out again.
Do the Holy Flames burn him to death?
Well, maybe not to death. But, his fur looks a little singed. And, it's singed sacredly. So that helps.
Alright. That's it for her.
Lady V?
And from her distance now, there's really not much she can do except cast another Chaos Bolt, but again, it's like having to deal with the other goblins. She can't really do anything. So I guess hold her action.
The bugbear is going to get up from the ground and attack Terpsichore again. 15.
It hits barely. Well, no, her armor class is 15, so I'm assuming it hits.
Yes. So he pulls back with the Morning Star and swings and does 12 piercing damage.
She's dead.
You all watch as this Morning Star hits Terpsichore right in the head. The centaur form just collapses to the ground. Some blood kind of slowly starts spreading in her hair. Elric.
Well, Elric had been saving his last spell slot, but now he's going to use it to cast Magic Missile. Alright, that one was Burning Hands.
Wow! So you point at these bursts of... Well, it's like shooting from a blaster. Slams into him. He takes a step back with each one. Well, a step to the side with each one because you're kind of hitting him in the side. He's looking really rough. Anything else?
Probably a lot of yelling. Probably him yelling in angry Floridian.
Rain, your turn.
Time for more stabby.
So you run up and you leap forward with a dagger, and he looks caught by surprise. The dagger just jams right into his forehead, and you just drag it down a long line, just straight down his face, into his neck, and hit into his chest. So his head is almost cut in half, and blood
Jesus.
splurts out, and he collapses to the ground, twitching.
Jeebus H. Fuck.
Yuna's gonna go over to Terp.
So Terps, you blink open your eyes, and you've got a resounding headache, but you're alive.